I don't like the looks of that encampment. Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother, until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! What was I thinking?
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! Yes! You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
Accio!
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Point of toilet.
Revelio.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
Glad you came.
Revelio. Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit, and I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula.
Revelio.
I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula? Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar?
Hello, Amor.
Stop, bandit!
To find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio.
What could... Stop! Stop, bandit!
Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. 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 Incendio. Glacier. Accio. Descendo. Revelio. So many spiders. It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house. Accio. Descendo. Glacier. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh. Revelio! Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a former friend?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? It's like a place right out of a storybook. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Fine now, demi-guys. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was...
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it. Hope they know what they're doing.
Revelio! This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Revelio! That's all the Horcrux for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo! Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio. Revelio. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. Revelio. Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Revelio.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. I shall pretend I never heard the rumours.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
House elves are Wizardkind's best friend. Always have been.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you brewed. Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you brewed.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet.
Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Protego.
That's fine!
Accio. Glacius.
I will get that goblin helm back. Hopefully from your...
Descender. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
It isn't Nora Treadwell's pressure.
Glacius. Accio. Descendo.
You.
Repulso. Arresto Moment. Accio. Incendio. Your poaching days are over. Revelio. The castle must have been quite stately in its time. Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. If only Professor Fig could have seen that. Rocks have seen better days. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Glacius. Descendo. Accio. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. God. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I've had enough of Feldcroft.
Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Revelio.
I'd remember my father speak of you.
You owe me galleons and you can't pay.
Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Explosion!
Confringo.
Somebody else.
Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Incendio!
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Repulso. You cost us out. Incendio. We had that. Accio.
Showed up, cake flapper. That was a mistake. Incendio!
Defendo.
Save.
Expulso.
You'll need to be quicker than that.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. No one to share in my victory. Revelio. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Descender. Flipendo. Revelio. Flipendo. Revelio. This place has seen better days. Revelio. That wasn't so difficult. Glacier! Confringo! Revelio. 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 Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten. Up for a bit of dying, are we? Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans. You almost had us like the start.
Confringo. Incendio.
It's the students from the town.
Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Too slow.
Confringo.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Glacier. Leviosa.
You're weak, human.
Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. Flipendo. Descendo. Accio. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Abandoned long.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Flipendo. Revelio.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose. Why the crap you are.
Confringo. Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day. One less human to worry.
Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. You only have Revelio. Revelio.
Let's have a look, shall we? So nice of you to stop by.
Revelio. That solves that.
You will regret coming here.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Revelio. Accio.
The brother who works at Gringotts couldn't pay me enough to
They come after me, they'll rest.
Repulso. Levioso. Everything's all right now. Levioso. Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio.
Nothing over here.
Places.
Get away!
Expelliarmus.
Kill spells blast off.
Levioso.
For me? Was that your best?
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
Oh, this fight.
That was brilliant! Old defense and no
Defender. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Arresto. Repulso.
Easily
Confringo. Goodness. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Descendo. Accio. Glacius.
So cold.
Repulso. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Off on
Revelio.
another adventure, are we?
Accio. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Accio. Glacius. Descendo. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo! These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Incendio! Accio! Glacius! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Levioso! I can see why Feldcroft needs help. Ranrock's loyalists are hiding out near Feldcroft. They must have the other crate of Chinese chomping cabbages.
I wouldn't give.
Confringo.
Smells properly. Expelliarmus! Stop avoiding me!
Expelliarmus, incendio. Confringo.
Is that the best you can do?
Expelliarmus. And you.
That was unimpressive.
Confringo.
You can't stop us!
Expelliarmus.
Confringo!
Glacier. Descendo. Accio.
Pity, not quite.
Glacier. Descendo. Accio. Confringo.
Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. That's all the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Hello there. Do you have this special delivery from my dear friend Eddie?
Revelio.
Your helm. Thank you for making me the first officer of this business.
Hello there. Do you have this special delivery from my dear friend Eddie?
Hello, Mr. Ndi. Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you have the Chinese chomping cabbages?
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
Do you have any idea why the goblins are attacking Feldcroft?
No clue. I used to think it was because of its strategic location, but now it's as if they were looking for something. I will admit, however, that I don't know what they could possibly be looking for.
How do you and Eddie know each other?
We met at Hogwarts. Been friends and business associates ever since. I wasn't surprised to get his owl about his Chinese chomping cabbage scheme. He was always one to go out of his way to help another.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins. A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio. Confringo! Mine now. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Revelio.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
Expelliarmus! Defender! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Defender! Stop avoiding me!
I shall avenge your death!
Confringo! Accio! Descender! You've made your last mistake. Such arrogance.
Confringo!
Glacis! Confringo! No! Defender! Expelliarmus!
Defendo!
Incendio! Confringo! Glacis! Accio! Descend!
Levioso!
I won't rest until you're Accio! Glacis! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! No! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Accio! Confringo! I'm little Mooncalf! Confringo! Defender!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio!
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelt smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Revelio.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Revelio.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream?
Revelio.
Because that happens
Lumos.
to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Revelio. Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Caporso! Revelio!
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Anything to do with the dark arts should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Psst, over here, quietly. I am glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Lassie, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Hollow is here after all.
I wonder what that does.
Wingardium
Well,
Leviosa.
that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force.
Repulsor.
That did
Accio.
it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Stupendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Revelio.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Revelio. Dead end. Must be another way in. Revelio. Revelio. Glacius, Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. That looks as if it might raise the gate. Depulso. Revelio. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Revelio. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Accio. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio.
Caborso. Confringo.
Incendio. Accio. Accio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Arresto momentum. Arresto momentum. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Revelio.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back up.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Not the safest place to sneak into. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Repulso. Revelio. Revelio. Trevicus Totalis. Aloha Mora. Revelio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
You're going home in a wooden box!
No!
Revelio. Incendio. Glacier. Descendo. Accio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians. Revelio. 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 Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
Hurry. Ho, ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.